Alright, dear viewers, welcome back to Let's Play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We are in a pickle here. We've got Nergal and a porcupine in our uh, sights here. Nergal can drain us, which reduces all of our skills. She can summon these spectral orcs, which individually don't hurt a whole lot, but she can haste them, and then they hurt more, and there are a lot of them, and then she can keep summoning them, and she can just go invincible when she's about to die. So, we have to consider our options carefully here. What are our options? We have two difficult-to-use god abilities, which makes me think we should turn off evocations for a while and turn on invocations. I think that's a reasonable idea. Armor, I'm going to leave on until it gets to level 20 or so, I think. I'm going to leave it on for a while. Plus, it has a +2 aptitude. It's one of our higher aptitudes, I think. Yeah, we don't have anything above a +2. And I always feel good funneling experience into a high aptitude ability. It just feels efficient. I like efficiency. But as for our current circumstances, we have some options here. I think the first one would be to fireball her if that's in range. I don't think it is. Ah, it is. The wand has a greater range than the spell. That's cool. Or maybe not. Maybe the spell is line of sight as well. I don't know. No, I think not. Okay, so this will actually hit the porcupine, but it'll still hit Nergal as well. Good, and it takes care of the porcupine. This actually may not be as difficult of a fight as it normally is, because our clouds will take care of a lot of the spectral warriors, as will our splash damage from our axe. Let's also try this forked ivory wand. Yeah, I was hoping it would be lightning. I didn't have a strong probability of knowing that it would be, except that we found it in the layer, so it was probably going to be stronger than frost or flame. Fire or is it fire or ice? Fire or freezing? I don't remember. Wand of ice, maybe. I don't know. The bolt wands, firebolt and frostbolt. The piercing effects are what I was looking for there, so that we could shoot through the orc warriors into Nergal. The lower we can get Nergal before we have to engage her in melee, the better, because she will at some point cast Death's Door and make herself immune to damage for a certain number of turns. Just want to forge. Okay, so we are drained. All our skills are worse. Fortunately, we have not spread ourselves too thin, so our skills are also still effective. But we don't want to be drained too much more if we can help it, clearly. Ooh, we have a clear line of fire, so we're going to use Fireball, just because it's a higher damage spell. Higher damage effect. Ooh, awesome. Got her. Before she could even cast the spell. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Okay, well that was a really good fight, actually. We only used some charges of wands. Didn't have to use any potions. Yeah, good fight. And after killing the spiny frog, we have gained enough experience to offset the drain. Drain is not permanent. It does not remove experience from your skills like it once did. Instead, it is a temporary reduction in your skill levels, which is removed when you have gained a certain amount of experience. So it's basically on a timer, but you can't wait it out. You can't just rest until your draining goes away. Okay. I guess we can keep going. I haven't seen anything to prevent us from doing so. Let's hope this porcupine gives us some food. Yeah, excellent. See how our god abilities are doing. Okay, Upheaval's already reasonably usable. Elemental Force, a little less so. I didn't actually see what Elemental Force does. I think it summons elementals. Yeah. Okay, cool. Does cost a moderate amount of piety, which is not excellent. We will want to probably wait until we're close to maxed out on piety, or have gone a long way. Ooh, a wave of frost. Mm. We don't have a source of cold resistance yet. Black Mamba, please don't kill me. Or injure me too badly. Okay, cool. That was a good fight. A lucky fight. I was being a little bit reckless there because I'm wanting to get to this ice cave as quickly as possible. Probably won't be there. I hear a shout. Okay, a long way away. So let's try this way. This process is more difficult for loud people than stealthy. Ooh, blink frogs was really dangerous. Extremely dangerous. We're a little bit better off against blink frogs than many. Let's drink a potion of might here. I want to deal with these as rapidly as possible. Because they are very, very dangerous. They're really fast, and they always hit harder than you think they can. You'll just find yourself suddenly at no hit points as a result of blink frogs. Okay. But we survived that particular onslaught. Okay, still a long way away. You can tell if it's sort of a hot and cold thing with the archways. You'll see a message, and if it starts off at its furthest with a long way away, and then centaurs. Okay, I guess I've seen them in the lair before. They're not very common in the lair. Okay, we have repel missiles permanently, so that's cool. Oh, I see. It's the shoals. Very interesting. We do still have potions of curing. Okay, that's good. A lot of black mambas this run. They are very formidable foes, as you can see. Let's go ahead and drink one of these potions. Gosh. Tough fight. Anyway, the first part of the message, the steady crackling, is how much longer the archway will be there. Ooh, electric eel. We don't have resistance. Let's get out of sight of that if we can. I feel like it... Okay, no, it's not in the middle of the lava. That would have been kind of cool. Can't carry that many items. Okay, well, let's drop some things then. We're never going to use these throwing nets nor these poison needles, so let's go ahead and drop those and get this wand. Man, it's really cool when one of those clouds... Ah, here we go. We found the ice cavern. White imps can cause us damage. I haven't seen our... we adapt resistances upon receiving elemental damages. I don't know if that's bugged and not working, or if it just takes a lot more damage than we're currently experiencing for us to adapt a resistance, or if it just doesn't show up. Okay. I kind of want to try our elemental force. Ooh, what is disaster area? That sounds cool. Blast the entire area around you with powerful natural forces. All right. Well, let's just attempt this elemental force. All right. We didn't get a fire elemental, which was what I was hoping for, but we did get an earth and a water elemental, which should help us out against these imps. Seems strong. Okay, so we found the frozen archway. Quick crackling of a melting archway. I want to rest up a little bit more. Loud crackling of a melting archway. I think we've got one more rest. Okay, good. Because I do want to try out this place. A blue devil, all right. Ooh, several devils. Let's get on the exit here. This may be far too strong for us. Looks extremely dangerous. Yeah. Let's just try our fireball here. We're out of the fireball. All right. Well, what else can we do? Let's drink our other potion of might. Potions of might eventually really out. I mean, they lose effectiveness. Okay. What was that message? We feel more protected from physical attacks. Interesting. I guess that's oh, I see. It's because we're being hit by physical attacks, so we're adapting to that. I don't know. Not sure. Ouch. We feel protected from cold. Okay, so that's our adaptive resistance is coming in. All right. I think we can survive. The reason why I'm being very greedy here is because I think this elemental resistance is actually going to help us out enough to, yeah, plus our axe is going to sort of take care of the blue devils collaterally. There we go. Excellent. Awesome. And we survive. That was a big risk, but I think it was worth taking. I think that the rewards in this cave could be great. And, well, let's try these other wands. Wand of Flame, that's cool. Devil is burned terribly. Let's try this other wand. Draining. Okay, that's not going to do anything to them. Okay. We also have really high armor class. So it's stacked on top of our physical resistance, which I don't know how effective that is, but I feel like it's pretty effective. Alright, we're taking damage. That's okay, though. Yeah, totally fine. Awesome. By totally fine, I mean taking many risks. Okay, statues. Statues are less scary now that our potions can no longer be shattered. There is no item destruction anymore. It's awesome. I love it. Okay, yeah, let's walk here. Is this going to kill us really fast? Let's step back here. Okay, and then let's rest up. Now we have a resistance from cold for free. Let's duck out for now. I don't know that statues regenerate, but we have enough food to be able to experiment with that. Also, I'm glad that we waited, because now we can fight this blue devil easily instead of at the same time as some simulacrums and a blue devil statues. Yeah. I'm totally fine if that statue regenerated entirely, but can't resist cold. All right. Oh, I see. It actually shows up over there next to our repel missiles. That's kind of neat. It's got a decent duration to it. All right. This is a really neat deity. I'm really enjoying worshiping Kozlov here. Yeah, it doesn't look like they regenerate. We can take. Oh, whoa! Not many hits of that. Forget I said anything. We still need to be at least somewhat cautious. No reason not to, after all. We're not in any hurry. We've got plenty of permafood if we need it. If we start to get hungry. None of these are summoned, so we are making progress, however slowly it may be. No, I guess that's not our cloud of freezing vapor. Okay, boom. One statue down. Easy enough. I think we can. Yeah, there we go. I was about to say, I think we can take care of it before it kills us. So that's why I stepped further into its area of effect rather than out. Ooh, yikes! Yikes! Whoa! Not okay. Stranger danger. Yikes! We're almost dead? We don't know what anything is? Wow, we're in lots of trouble. I might die here to this troll simulacrum. What a goober. What can we do? Randomly quaffing a potion is sadly our best bet. Let's go for this one. Wow. We have 1 hit point left. Let's go for this one. No. Okay, can we I don't think we can kill it in 1 hit. I think we have to find some form of healing here. Okay, potion of beneficial mutation. Would be real. I mean, we've. Okay, we just managed to kill it. All right. Well, we are lucky ducks. And still not out of the woods. Let's try this wand of random effects. See what it does. Seems. Oh, great. We hasted it. That's just swell. Exactly what I did not want. What if we get some elementals here? Oh, we don't have enough magic. Well, let's just try and not die here against this hasted blue devil. This is so dangerous and foolhardy. Okay, alright. Wow. Just risk after risk. Okay, but we survived, and now we're back up to actual hit point amounts. Okay, what are our skills at? Let's reevaluate now that we're Okay, we're definitely turning on fighting. I feel like we need some more hit points. Granted, we are in a much more difficult area than we will be when we return to the lair. But, yeah. And dodging. How are our invocations? Disaster area is still uncastable. It's cool that we have spit poison now from our random quaffing. I can't believe we didn't get any incredibly negative effects from that. Not that I'm complaining. A necromancer. Perhaps that is what has been summoning these all these simulacra. But we get a fine battle axe, an artifact battle axe for our troubles, which I'm excited to wield. Ooh, delightful. Freezing, resist poison, dexterity +3. That's perfect. That's so good for us. So, took a giant risk, and we've been rewarded. This alone makes this trip worth it. Not even considering the massive amounts of experience that we've gained while we've been in here. And I feel like we're not going to encounter too many other things in here since we've alerted the entire cave to our presence with our thunderous might. That doesn't mean, however, that we can play stupidly. Wow. Yeah, okay. So, the downside was that we had to use a lot of resources for that, and it was very risky, and we almost died. The upside is we didn't wander into this room and just straight up die. Okay, statue. Ow. Yes. Let's try throwing javelins at it. Seems like a fine plan. Well, a fine plan, but one that did not act particularly effectively. The nice thing about us creating clouds is that our clouds prevent other clouds from being created on top of them. So we have sometimes a sort of a safe zone for things like that statue. Interesting. Well, that's good. We got a couple of potions of curing back. We might as well take these things with us, even if we don't anticipate them being good. Quarterstaff is, for example, not awesome. We can drop this war axe. We don't have anything cross-trained with staves, so it would be highly unlikely that we would want to switch to it. But you used to be able to drink from sparkling fountains and get potion effects, I believe, but that is no more. That is no longer in the game. All right, well, we survived the ice cave, which is great. We got an amazing battle axe, which is even better. We're at level 12, which is also fantastic. And we got some maybe cool items. Let's check them out just in case. Not particularly good. Fine, but also not particularly good. So let's wield our... Oh, let's try this ruined mace. Plus one mace of protection. Okay. So nothing nearly as exciting as this crazy awesome battle axe. Let's hang on to the... I don't know why we would want random rage quarterstaff. I don't think we want that. I don't think we want that. I don't believe we want that, and I don't think we want this. I think that this axe is going to be quite sufficient for our purposes. We don't need this shield since the axe is two-handed and we're going to want to be using it from now on. We can also drop these. Well, let's hang on to them. So one thing I want to do when we clear out this level is finally go through and identify some of our stuff. Okay. Let's try approaching this electric eel. I don't know. I felt like we have enough hit points to survive a couple of blasts from it. And I really didn't want to be surprised by it when we're running away from something like a yak. A yak pack. Though now I'm not too scared of yak packs. Yeah. I do want to increase our dodging some. I know it's not going to be great because we don't have a lot of dexterity and we don't have... yeah, I mean, we're wearing very, very heavy armor, but if we can get our dodging up to level 10 or so, we won't have invested too terribly much experience into it. And that extra 2 or 3 points will make a very big difference comparatively. Snorg. Snorg the Insatiable. Let's just beat up Snorg. Snorg goes berserk. Let's see if we can kite him back for a couple of... Alright, well... I don't remember how long he stays berserk. Probably long enough that we won't be able to just run away and wait it out. But that's fine. We managed to take him out nonetheless. The reason why a couple more points of evasion will be... Oh, yikes, a staircase mimic. The reason why a couple extra points of evasion will be particularly effective for us is that it will stack essentially on top of our other resistances, our armor class and our cool deity shield, our storm shield, and our repel missiles. Ooh, and the spider's nest. Nice. Okay. Shoals are tough, but I like the spider's nest. I think that we are well equipped to take on the spider's nest kind of whenever we want, since we have resist poison and we have a high armor class. High armor class is better against lots of weak attacks. High evasion is better against a few heavy attacks, generally speaking. So when you have both, you not only have a broader range of protection, but they stack upon each other so that, you have an effective damage reduction of, say, 30 points rather than just the sum of its parts, rather than just 27. Or it's... anyway, math. Yaks. We're at 94 hit points, which is pretty good for this point in the game. Our additional 10% hit points from being a Minotaur helps. Having a few levels in fighting helps, and being level 12 this early on is also nice. Oh yeah, we have Horns 2. Yeah, we don't have Horns 3, sadly. Although I believe Potions of Beneficial Mutation can further mutate our Horns, since we already have them, and give us Horns 3, which are just bigger, stronger horns. And those are definitely nice for a Minotaur. I believe it stacks with our Retaliatory Headbutt. I think it's whatever size horns we have. Is that a hand crossbow? Yeah, well, that's still cool. Let's grab it, and let's turn on bolts. There we go. You can do that by pressing the backslash key. Yeah, backslash key. The one above the enter key. An artifact ring is nice. An armor class +8 ring is particularly nice. Alright, let's put that on over our ring of stealth. We don't care about stealth anymore. It was once marginally useful to us. Now it serves no purpose whatsoever. And 8 additional armor classes. Very, very good for us right now. Our pack is full. Oh, well. I guess we can drop these spent ones. Oh, that's right. I was going to... Let's actually pick these back up and drop something that we know we don't want. Such as... this Ring of Fire. I don't think we'll ever actually use it. So we're not going to be casting fire spells, and a Ring of Fire resistance would be strictly better for the purposes that we're using it. Alright, so let's start identifying things. Oh, that was a scroll of Remove Curse. Alright. I guess I should have Cursed Ring of Teleportation. Yeah, I really should have read the thing first. Oh well. Tried on the ring before reading scrolls randomly, is what I meant to say. Okay. Move the Ring of Teleportation, put on. See invisible. Alright. So what do we have? This must be identified? Yeah, there we go. And let's start identifying potions. Cool. This is the proper way to figure out what potions are, in my opinion. Some people enjoy the thrill of random quaffing, but I dislike it. Okay, so we want to drop this Potion of Confusion. And that's it. Lignification is actually potentially useful. Cancellation can be really good. Confusion is pretty much always bad. And let's test read some of these other scrolls. Just so we know what we're working with. Scrolls you can actually do much earlier than we have done them. Treasure Wand of Fireball. So let's drop this Wand of Flame. Don't particularly need Scrolls of Noise. We're noisy enough by ourselves. With our giant storms. Scroll of Enchant Weapon. Well, sure. We'll enchant this hand crossbow. Just a +1 hand crossbow. Whatever. You can't enchant artifacts. They are already as powerful as they will ever be. They were created in a time eons past when magic was permanent. Or something. I don't know. Seems like a cool explanation. Is this? Yeah, Scroll of Teleportation. Scroll of Fog. Scroll of Amnesia. And, okay. Vulnerability. Random Uselessness. And Acquirement. Hooray! Always acquire armor is the handy mnemonic. I mean, you can get other things, but generally speaking, you have more armor slots to fill. I mean, even with our horns, we have our chest slot, our foot slot, and our hand slot. So you always want to acquire armor because you have 3 slots that you need to find good options for, rather than just... I mean, jewelry is also 3 technically, but jewelry is much more common. I mean, you'll find a ton of rings, and you only have 2 ring slots, whereas you won't necessarily find a ton of any particular type of armor. So we're going to get some armor. We got a hat. Can we even wear a hat? I guess we can. Which doesn't do anything for us right now, and I believe that this covers up our horns, so we can't even use them. So that's a pretty bad scroll requirement. We'll just drop this hat. I mean, we may at some point find some insane ring that we want to use over our Ring of See Invisible, but meh, not impressed. Don't really want Immolation. Melee characters are pretty... It's pretty tough to use that as a melee character. I mean, it'd be nice with our crossbow, but whatever. Alright, that frees up a little bit of space in our inventory, which is good. We could probably get rid of this Ring of Teleportation as well. I don't foresee us needing it at any point in the future, since we have a Wand of Teleportation and many Scrolls of Teleportation. Where is it? There it is. Excellent. Okay. And with that, I believe that I will wrap up this particular video. Trying to keep them to a half an hour or thereabouts so that they don't take days to upload. And so that I get them to you, dear viewers, more rapidly. So thank you for watching. As a reward for sticking it out this far, I'm going to quaff our other potion of beneficial mutation. You'll be the first to see that we get... Ooh, another something. We can spit poison and or breathe fire. Cool. All right. That's a little strange, but I'll take it. Gives us 2 alternate ranged attacks, which is nice. We can't use one after the other. The breath requirement it's a cooldown that is shared between them. It's just a static cooldown of 10 turns or something like that. But that's really good to know. We have 2 ranged weapons that we can use without using any mana, without using any ammunition, without changing what weapon we're wielding, without spending a charge of anything. So we need to remember to use those, since it's essentially free. It only costs us a turn. And I think just a turn. Yeah, a turn. And it takes 3 turns to regain our breath. Maybe it is 10 turns. Anyway, maybe it's a range. Regardless, we now have 2 other options, and it's nice to have both because poison is very effective against stuff in the lair, which will be nice for us. But fire is more effective against things later on, particularly since we have this axe with an ice brand. It'll help us against the occasional ice beast or blue devil, etc., etc. Though I think that our trip through the ice cavern proved that we could deal with that sort of thing on our own. Though our Frostbrand would do no additional damage to ice creatures, it does not do anything crazy like heal them, and our Battle Axe still has a higher base damage than our War Axe did. Even so, our Battle Axe is a 15 base damage in addition to a +5 enchantment. So it's not only +1 accuracy net to the War Axe's +0. I think the War Axe was only 11 base damage, so we gain 8 damage. We gain 8 damage and 1 accuracy, and we only lose, I think, 0.2 minimum delay, or 0.2 delay on our attacks. And we are going to max out at level 20, which we are approaching reasonably quickly. We're 0.3 away from minimum delay now, so our attack delay, I believe, is 1. Yeah, it's between 0.9 and 1. So that's really good. Getting your attack down to 1 turn is pretty important, because that means when you're attacking things in melee, you are getting, generally speaking, as many attacks as they are. There are some creatures that can attack you more than once per round, such as the Hippogriff. There are some creatures that just have a very rapid attack speed, or a very rapid speed in general, such as snakes and spiders. But for the most part, things tend to attack at 1 a turn, and all spells take place at 1 a turn unless they are hasted. So you are able to attack without fear of being struck twice, which means that you can better plan whether or not you want to make your next action an attack rather than running away. Anyway, I could go on about that for some time longer, but again, this video is getting well, it's now 5 minutes after I said I was going to stop it. So that's all for now, dear viewers, and I'll see you next time.